Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. Right in my hands is Fist of the North Star, Volume 6, continuing the awesome story of Kenshiro in this post-apocalyptic world. I've described it many, many times. If you're into, like, kung fu, martial arts stories and like the aesthetic of Mad Max, you're good to go. I mean, that pretty much is the series in a nutshell, and it is fantastic. Great action, great battles, you know, kind of the Western stereotype of characters. Don't say much. Their actions are more than any words could do. It is a fantastic series. Every volume has been awesome, and this is a fantastic collection, reprinting it in just beautiful hardback covers. Fist of the North Star is stories by Buronson, art by Tetsuo Hara, translation by Joe Yamazaki, touch-up lettering John Hunt. All right, so this volume has Kenshiro taking on Rao, who is not just another warlord. He's none other than Keno, the brother of Kenshiro and Toki. But the question is, can Kenshiro take on his evil brother? That's how the issue actually opens up. It is an awesome battle. It is a fantastic battle. And honestly, I had no idea where it would go. I mean, Toki is the one that really kind of lays it out in this, saying that these two are very evenly matched and they're going to wind up killing each other if they battle. So don't battle. But you know what? They battle. So the question is, what happens? Where does it go? And I think that's something that's really awesome about this volume is, Ken does battle Rao, and, it does go down, and the whole time you're set up on if these two fight, they're going to kill each other. So it's like, well, they're fighting. So, what the hell is going to happen? Are they going to kill off, this main character, the main character in this volume? Where's it going to go? And I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to say that's not the only story in this volume. Of course, we have tons of characters that we could spin off on and follow. In this case, we have two villains. There's one kind of dog handler type dude who's just a minor boss in this. But the bigger is we were introduced to Yuta. Yuta is another big giant boss to battle, and that one will continue on in Volume 7. I don't know if it necessarily ends in Volume 7, but it continues on in Volume 7. Yuta, of course, another martial arts master. This one is a really interesting one. Is a character built around beauty and perfection. And the design of it's actually very, very 80s. And I kind of laughed looking at this character. It's very kind of Boy George meets a Rocky Horror Picture. Little Frankenfurter in there. It's very 80s, very, very 80s, and I just love that this is the height of beauty. This is considered the height of beauty of the time. And when I say it's there's one panel, a couple panels where it's it looks like Boy George, with long hair. So I just think it's really, really funny. I'd actually love to know when that was particularly produced and released compared to these other things that came out. I mean, I think Rocky Horror would have been out at that point in time. I'm pretty sure Culture Club would have been out at that time. So I just think it's kind of really funny that this is where things overlap. There might be I would say maybe a little D. Snyder Twisted Sister, but really Boy George with Little Frankenfurter. Apparently the height of beauty, masculinity and beauty in the 1980s. It's good. This is another fantastic volume. Tons of action, tons of fights, lots of twists and turns. You don't know where it's going to go. Lots of tragedy and those sad moments of oh, what's going to happen and where's are they really going to do what we think they're going to do, and being set up, and it's good. It really had me guessing as to what was going to happen. Art continues to be fantastic as always. It does a great mix of up close fights and the gore and blood and just really cool moves. And I think that it's kind of impressive more and more with this series is the capture of motion. It's a manga, it's a comic, and these are static images, but there's something about the way this is drawn that does a really good job of showing off the motion of the characters. Their moves, the blood spurts, the flow, there's just there's a movement to it, and I think I'm just really, really impressed with it the more I read. But overall, awesome volume. I think just amazing art, really cool story, has me on my toes, not knowing what's going to happen next. Very, very happy with it. If you have never read Fist of the North Star, go pick up the first volume. This is a great way to go and read through it. Now, if you've been reading through volume by volume, you're gonna love this. Like, I just don't see how you don't enjoy this latest volume. I'm already excited for the next. I keep on saying I think the downside of this is we have to wait a little bit in between the volumes. That's about it. You can go get this now, though. It is in comic and bookstores. We have a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code to tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage. By doing that, you'll support our site, so thank you. Just watch our videos, support us, so thank you for that. If you're into manga, if you're into comics, if you're into graphic novels, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, and TikTok, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading that manga, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.